And we're back at Realcomm Live as a part of the Cortec and Buildings AI Conference. Here with me from Johnson Controls, we've got Vineet Sinha, who's the Vice President of OpenBlue Enterprise Solutions. Welcome, Vineet.
Thank you.
And we've got Brian Haines, who's the Chief Strategy Officer for FM Systems.
Thank you.
Brian, welcome.
Thank you.
So I guess the first thing that we should talk about is how did the two companies come together? What does your partnership look like? How did that all come about? Brian?
Sure. So FM Systems has been a global leader in space and occupancy solutions for decades. We were really working towards creating a better model for measuring the performance of buildings through our technology, both hardware and software. And we really got to a point in a growth stage where we either needed to partner or find someone to go join forces with.
Right.
And that partner came along with Johnson Controls. Really exciting because it takes our data and really connects it to building control systems. We're really starting to see the precipice of what I think is autonomous building control. We're going to be seeing that into the future. And really listening to Jim speak earlier, he asked the question of the audience, are we seeing a paradigm shift? We absolutely believe, I think Johnson Controls believes the same thing, and joining forces to make that connection was really the right move for us.
Right. Well, I know everybody knows Johnson Controls, right? I mean, it's a household name. You've been around for a very long time. But a lot of folks may not know as much about the software side of Johnson Controls. They know the equipment side and the control side, but not so much. So tell us a little bit about your the OpenBlue solution and what that means on the software capability side, and how that kind of ties into your partnership.
Sure, thanks for the question, Lisa. Right, Johnson Controls no doubt is known for its equipment, but for decades we have built software to complement our controls and equipment technology. In the last few years, we have increased our investments on digital tech, right, data-enabled solutions that will be or that are more outcome-focused, right, versus the ground-up builds that we were supporting, largely in construction or service projects in the past, right? Now we are more outcome driven, right? Helping our customers around 4 key pillars of sustainability: equipment performance and operating efficiency, space and workplace solutions, and then security, safety, and compliance. And as part of that, right, naturally we have strengths in the sustainability space and the equipment space. And this this partnership with FM Systems reinforces our capabilities in workplace experience, right? Especially focusing on space utilization, amenities, right, indoor air quality, healthy buildings, right, which are all such important pillars today for every building owner operator out there.
Right, and just about everything relies on data. Right, it's the whole data analytics, and data is the foundation for AI and all of the solutions that we're seeing, all of the capabilities there. What I want to talk about is the connectivity and breaking down those data silos. How do you see technology enabling that disintegration of the silo model and really enhancing the connectivity?
Yeah, connectivity and data, are foundational to achieving the vision of a smart building, right? But this, we've been talking about this for years, right? But it continues to be a big challenge, right? Part of this is not enough or inadequate adoption of standards, but also, challenges in interoperability between different subsystems, between different OEMs. So our goal has been threefold. One is look at common data models, right? So that we can normalize data in ways that they can be used across. Second, right, make connectivity universal, right? So have unified gateways, unified API endpoints to be able to both pull data as well as push data to other third-party platforms, right? And finally, right, with a combination of serving up data in standard ways for our own out-of-the-box applications, as well as powering capabilities that our partners or customers want to build, right? So it's a complex problem, but as we think about use cases of future autonomous buildings, right, there are clearly customers who are looking to take data which were typically in silos, take security data like camera feeds, take ambience monitoring in a space, take occupancy, and they're looking for those unified outcomes. But I mean, we recently ran a survey along with Forrester, right, interviewing 3,500 building management professionals in 25 countries across 18 industry verticals, and only 10% of them believe that their systems are truly integrated, right? So the opportunity for this space to grow is ahead of us, right? And that's where we think a combination of the right data modeling and the right integration technologies is the way to go forward.
I think strategically and culturally, we have a common view of what we want that data to be and how we want to provide it to the end users. When you talk about things like AI and machine learning, they're only as good as the data sets that they're exposed to.
Right.
We provide an incredibly rich data set that's highly accurate to the building systems, and we're really excited about what that's going to reveal in the future for our clients.
What do you think, Brian, is the biggest insight for a building owner through this data integration and connectivity? What is it that you think is going to be just the pinnacle of importance for them?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked that question because I get pretty excited about it. I think when buildings truly understand how people use them and they can respond to that interaction interactively, not only real time, but now and into the future, projecting future needs, being able to condition a building properly, things like indoor air quality, energy savings, having all of that be real time and dynamic based upon that actual usage and interaction is pretty exciting to me, and I think exciting to our clients.
Yeah.
Do you have a lot of your customers that are really embracing all the technology capability that is offered? I mean, there's a lot of technology out there now. It's not really a technology question anymore. It's really more about how are people going to use it, the change management happening within with senior leadership. Do you have customers that are really taking advantage of the breadth and scope of solutions that Johnson Controls is bringing to the table?
I think the desire is there, right, and is largely driven by limitations on both capacity and skills, as well as the ability to make more human investments, right, and the delays involved in either building those capabilities or just watching slow adoption of technology, right. So we are seeing increasing demand for expert advisory services to complement our software, saying, you give me the insight, also help me go implement it. And by the way, if your software can do it for me, then just do that, right? So that aligns so well with our stated vision of enabling autonomous buildings, right? But there is a matter of establishing trust in the AI, right? Establishing trust in what actions will be taken on behalf of human operators. So this is a journey, right? But I think we are seeing early adopters kind of start thinking about it, right? In those ways, and we certainly are there to enable their journey over the next few years.
And are you seeing those budgets following those desires as well, Brian? I mean, a lot of times, you've got, what's the saying? You've got champagne taste on a beer budget.
Yeah.
Are you actually seeing the budgets following the desire?
We are in many ways. A lot of it has to come down to facts like indoor air quality, sensor technology, utilization sensor technology. Costs have come down, battery lives have increased, connectivity has increased. It's making it easier to implement these solutions, and the appetite for implementing these solutions so that people can understand how their buildings are being operated has increased. What we need to see, and what I think we are seeing, is taking that data and moving it to the next level, where it's actually shared with the building itself, so the building makes those decisions for us, which is pretty exciting. And also, some clients have questions, but we're going to help them through that process, and really excited about the future.
Great. Well, we only have a couple more minutes, but any final thoughts? What do you think what do you think is next? What's coming down the pipe next?
I think part of this journey is helping our customers see how technology continues to improve their return on investments and payback periods, right, versus being a cost line item on their budget sheets, right? So we are very focused, right, with our strategic customer base today in implementing high monetization impact algorithms, right? So again, honing in on something small but with a disproportionate return on investment, right? And with the first few customers that we have done it with, we are seeing them achieve between 15 to 20% savings on energy on operations, right? And of course complemented by carbon reductions without having to embark on big capital expenses on retrofit and upgrades. I think that's kind of the hill that we need to cross to get better adoption and create a stronger platform, right, for more system-driven insights and automation in the future.
Right. Brian,
No,
any
that's right.
final
Yeah, it's
thoughts?
interesting. I might go a little bit further with that one. And I think I kind of see a future where owners and operators of facilities, even very complex physical plants, start to think of the building as a partner. Thinking of a virtual assistant, thinking of the building as that virtual assistant, providing insights and inputs that help you make decisions and confidence, knowing that you're making really great decisions about energy savings, employee and occupant comfort, wellness, all of those components to create a better place for us all to work.
Great. Well, it was a pleasure having both of you. Vineet, thank you
you.
for joining us. Brian,
Thank you.
hopefully we will be talking to you again, maybe at the June conference, and
Absolutely.
you can give us a 9-month update on what's going on and how things are evolving.
We look forward
So
to it.
great.
thank you
Thank
for
so
being
much.
here.
Thanks for
Okay.
having us.
Thank you.